Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the solar sector. So, red day today with the bears pushing down to start the day. However, bulls showed up at the end of the day to begin some bounce. I believe they closed with some hourly bounce, but did not yet pull back for an hourly higher low and higher high. So we're not yet confident that this daily low is set. So ideal situation tomorrow for the bulls will be a pullback for a healthy higher low over 68.17 and break over 71.42 to change the hourly trend and have bulls confident that daily low is set. So let's see, I believe we were looking at this range over here as that was a resistance. There it is. Okay, so this was an important range we were watching out for just because a few bottoms were put in here, and then there was this little bit of price action here where there was initial resistance and then a bit of chopping about. So it was compromised today, and then the bulls showed up to defend, I guess, this little bit of price action area, and ideally they'll hold this level. Ideally, they can hold above 70 and establish some kind of a longer term range on the daily trend between 68 and 80 to look something similar to like back here, for example. Right? It's not exactly the same, but where you have some sideways action, a breakout. I know we only broke out by a little bit, but breakout and then a big correction in order to really test all of this previous price action before it's ready for markup, right? So that's the ideal situation for now. Like something similar to this would be perfect for the bulls, where they'll come up, print a lower high, hold a higher low, and then just EQ into the next few weeks. I feel like there's probably a log channel here. I just want to make sure I include all those closes. Okay, so I think that has all the closes in it. I know these bars are breaking below, but this is where the open is on these green candles and the closes here. So the channel right now contains all the closes. So this is not a bad look to offer some potential support. I wonder what that looked like on the hourly time frame. On the hourly time frame, it just touched it perfectly when you draw it off those closes. Okay, well, whatever the case may be, we can continue monitoring this channel for potential area of support. So for example, if we were to pull back tomorrow and backtest this channel, if we could get like 5-minute oversold conditions, I wouldn't hate something like that. So now that especially now that we know that this range held, we'd be looking for a higher low over it. I would probably be interested in, let's see here. Not much going here. I guess here. I guess this lowest close here would be the most interesting price action level. Oops. I guess it's not really a low. I prefer to use the lows. All right, so let's see if 5-minute RSI would be extended over there. I doubt it. Let's see. It would be right around there. So if we were to head down straight from here, that's not a bad play in my opinion. Let's see what the fib looks like. Put it all together. Yeah, so all things considered, I don't hate something like this. Scaling into the bottom of this channel, looking for a potential hourly higher low to stay within this channel and tighten up on the daily. I would imagine if this channel were to hold, and I know it's just rough, but I imagine if this channel, and really I should stop saying the channel, because really what this is it's a play over the hourly higher low. So we're using the channel as kind of a guide to help us feel out the potential of an hourly higher low. So I don't hate something like this. Ideally, we could get oversold, extended on the hourly again too. Let's see. Yeah, it's possible. So we could get. So let's say that we dump down from here, and then RSI were to get oversold again. However, it would print if it holds over 18, the RSI, but price makes a higher low, then you'll start seeing some RSI divergence as well, some bullish divergence. So all those things come together, and I don't hate this for a potential long play going into tomorrow. And for any bounce on the daily time frame, bears will be scouting a daily lower high under 78.36. ORA. Oh, sweet. All right, so I guess the play highlighted yesterday would have worked out well. I played tan today. Could have had it easy, just playing my own setup. All right. So we got the daily trend change into a bounce now. Got the daily trend change into a bounce now, so the potential for this weekly bull flag is still alive. Ideally, what we'll see now is a little bit more follow through, and let's see if there's potentially a channel that we can be looking out for to contain the structure of this potential bull flag. And I think I would say so. Yep, that looks good to me. Did I not have this out yesterday? Man. Oh, I did. Okay, so I guess that was part of the thesis there. Okay, great. Let's see. Okay, I remember now. So we were just looking for the channel to hold this previous price congestion area, knowing that the hourly was extended and this previous price level that was drawn off of looking left over there, this lowest low in this chop range. Okay, so just a little confluence zone trade. So what are we looking for now? We are looking to maintain this channel. And if we were to test the upper range of the channel, then their bears could be positioning for lower highs against. I don't really love this low volume stuff. So for me, the last hourly high was there. Let's see. Yeah, this move was just one big move down. So bears are scouting for that lower high. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there was a little trend change right here. I don't love it as a trend change, but they are good pivots right here. I just don't really love like one candle pullbacks. But either way, technically that's a price action trend change. And so really we'd be looking for a 4-hour lower high under 73.90. Okay, so bears can be essentially scouting the upper range here. Let's see. I like using the highest closes to establish range. And then we also have lows here as well. But no, maybe like that, this area to cover all this chop range, and it was a previous high here. Yep, so if we can start getting like 15-minute oversold because we're looking for that 4-hour lower high, if we can start getting 15-minute overbought into this upper area here where all this chop is, we're near this yellow line and towards the top of the channel here, I don't hate something like that for a potential short. And I'd just be looking for that median line test if we were to get there. So now I just want to make sure that 15-minute RSI would be extended up there. So let me just check it out. And yeah, it would for sure. We could probably even start a little bit lower and get some, yeah, something like that maybe. Okay. So bulls are just hoping for this weekly bull flag confirmation. Bears are positioning for the top fishing those resistances. That's the next trade for ORA. All right, let's see here. JKS. Didn't even get close to that. Okay, so they're not all winners. I was anticipating the potential of a strong start out the gate. to look for this lower high here. So obviously we didn't get into the trade area, but that trade is just based on this retrace here, if that were the bottom, and then also the back test of this channel. So I do think that the back test of the channel is still on the table, but let's start with the daily time frame. So the daily time frame, we're looking for that any higher low over anything over 1894 to be a higher low, and for us to believe the bulls have set it there, we just need to see an hourly trend change, which they have not done yet. And even even if we see a rejection here, there's a bit of a head and shoulders setup. Right, so even if we see pullback here, if we could set a higher low and break to higher highs, then we'll confirm this potential inverse head and shoulders here. But even if we do get an inverse head and shoulders here, we will be watching this previous channel. This channel has been effective for support to, oh wow, the log one is even better, right? Yeah, let's just stick with this one then, and I'll move this. This looks a little bit better on the log scale here. And I guess that was quite a move. Yeah, why not? So when you have like really parabolic moves, typically you'll want to, not typically, sometimes you'll want to flip over to the log. When there's not a lot of range, then linear is fine, but you want to start charting against like percentage moves when things start going parabolic. Okay, anyway, so if we were to see some upside, see some follow through on this potential inverse head and shoulders, bears will be looking for a daily lower high, and it would not be a bad place to start scouting for it where the channel resistance is, where the previous channel support now resistance is. So ideal situation tomorrow for the bulls will be a pullback to set a healthy higher low over 61.58 and break 71.35 to change the hourly trend and set that daily low. Okay, run our canary. Okay, so doing its best to stay above this previous area. So this level is very contentious. I feel like I had it marked off. Yep. So ideally the bulls will stay above, well, I don't know what's here, it should be here, above this highest close here, right? So you can see that this highest close offered support throughout here multiple times, right? And so now that we're below, it's not a very good look at all. Ideally they would have maintained that range, stayed above it, but the bulls showed up today, seeing some bounce. Let's see if they changed the hourly trend going into the end of the day. They did not, and so there's a similar potential inverse head and shoulders setup here as well. Oops, that's the wrong tool, but you get it. And so this is shaping up to be a potential wedge overthrow. This could be an overthrow. So an overthrow is when you break out of the pattern, but then re-enter it sharply. Also, if drawn on the hourly, this should really be here on this close. Not sure why it was drawn like that. Mistakes were made. Okay. Anyhow, what the bulls will be looking to do tomorrow, ideally, is to pull back for a healthy hourly higher low over 54.45 and break over 57.72 to set that daily low. Yep. After which bears will just be looking for a lower high against 67.38. I would be fine with top fishing this level as well. It depends on how price comes up to meet it. But if the bulls were to run up there, especially if they were to run up straight away, right off the bat tomorrow, I would be comfortable shorting off of these previous bottoms here. Right? I imagine bears would show up to defend this important price action area, this chop level. I don't hate something like that. I don't love it either. I just don't love how much range that is. Let's see here. I don't. Something like that is better, but I don't love this trade as much as the other ones. Okay, FSLR. FSLR on the daily time frame. Okay, so we're just hanging out on the median line of this channel. Bulls are trying to set a daily higher low here above 82.85 in order for us to be confident that they have done so. They will have had to change the hourly trend, so you can see price found support at this previous highest close here. That's probably like the best play of 2020 for me, is just bottom fishing these previous resistance levels. All right, so let's see what we got here. I feel like I highlighted this. Man, they don't let you undo those moves anymore. I just moved my channel there, so now it's off. Okay, that wasn't close. I feel like I highlighted this level. Okay, well, either way, we are not confident yet that the bulls have set that daily low because there is no hourly trend change. So ideally what the bulls will see tomorrow is some pullback to set a higher low over 80.15. There's a lot of space to do so, and we are near a bunch of, it's just a bunch of congestion here in the past. So I don't think it's a bad time to be looking for a healthy higher low. Let's see. Yeah, ideally what the bulls will do now is just continue to base, right? Even if they just go sideways now above this previous top, that's fine. You just want to, it's kind of like Zoom, right? Zoom broke out above this previous top and then just based above. It happens very often, right? Same thing here. Broke above and then based a little bit and then it took off. Anyway, that's like a pretty healthy price action. So that's the ideal situation for bulls there. So they just want to see that hourly trend change tomorrow. All right, that's it for the solar sector. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys soon.